So we're about to go into the studio and we're going to install our neon sign, which is Fly Me to the Moon, which Branden found at one of the local markets down at Dalesford. And this was originally going to come into the house and probably be either on this wall or onto this wall, but for the time being, we're actually going to put it into the studio because I'm the one who's obsessed with neon.
So the white lights are actually good for the studio space.
Yeah, and he doesn't like the white light, so...
And our friend Lynn Tilt did this trio. She's located in Brisbane.
Yeah, so it works perfectly,
actually. And I love them on that wall. So,
yeah.
And yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah. So we're going to carry this into the studio and hopefully hang it up so that then we have a little bit of jazzy stuff going on in the studio. Let me close the door.
Beautiful day in Bendigo.
Beautiful rainy day in Bendigo. Well, we need it. Yes, the mess that is the back part of the studio at the moment. Alright, so I'll run around and... So we're in winter at the moment, so there is a lot of water happening in my fire pit, which becomes more like a water feature than anything else. All right. I'll just hook that up. Hello! Sprocket's very excited. Okay, so I believe we're looking at hanging it up here to kind of act as a bit of a divider between the soldering station and the polishing and drilling and everything else that we've got going on over here. So it'll hang up through here, and then I'll have an extension cord that'll come down to this one here. So we'll just get everything ready and show you some more in a minute. So I said to Branden that I see 35. He doesn't see 35.
And I said I see 1'2".
That'd be because he's American.
Yeah.
And
don't blame me.
Yeah.
But no, I actually I'm very proud of my heritage.
Very proud.
But yeah, so we've kind of measured that right now. This is 160.
160, yeah.
This is 120, and so what we're doing is we're taking 20 mils on
20 centimeters.
20 centimeters on either side to make it flush to the middle, hopefully. So we're just going to take 20 extra off the side here. I don't know if you can see me. But anyway,
maybe not.
It doesn't matter. You don't have to see me.
You don't need to see
basically, we're just going to add more here.
Yeah. We'll see how we go. Okay, so 35. For me. I'm just going to bring this ladder over. I'm going to stand on the bench because it's a little stronger. Yeah. Calling me fat?
No.
Pencil or something to mark this out with. So we want 35. So we're going to do 35 from the wall. Yeah. Okay. So do you want to measure from that hook to that hook?
Yeah. So I see 3 feet, but you would see...
I could do 3 feet. Is it 3 feet exactly?
Yeah, it's a meter, basically.
Okay.
See, I know 3 feet equals a meter.
So we've had to change cameras because I've got a full SD card. But now we have our flying to the moon sign up, which is nice. Looks really good. Very happy with that. I can still fit more crap on the shelves, which is good. And I'll just tidy up this whole cord scenario so it follows the line of the power point that goes through. We'll just make sure that's nice and tidy, and we'll paint the white cord black. And Brandon's loading up the fire, which means it's quite warm. And we're ready to rock and roll for the rest of the day. So Brandon and I bought this table, which is actually an Art Deco table, and we've taken the top of it off, which we've used as a coffee table in the house, but the base we really liked because of the beautiful shapes that it has. So we want to use this. We've got a friend who's actually making up some, a new top for us. So we want to use this base as the base for the new top that's being made, but we're actually going to paint it satin black so it goes nicely with the rest of the furniture in the house in that particular area. So I just need to give it a little bit of a sand, and then I'm going to paint it up and give it a couple of coats, and it'll be ready for the new tabletop, which hopefully will be ready in the near future. What you doing?
I hope you didn't get a picture of my butt hanging.
No. It's a video, I can edit that.
So we were given a whole bunch of plants when we first moved in, and we've been putting them in the ground, but we needed to just get them into the dirt when we first got them, because we didn't want them to die. And so I spent a couple weekends ago cleaning this out where the old dead tree was, and we kind of put a few bits in here, and then we've planted some bulbs and some peony poppies, which are over there, but they won't come up until the spring. And then some friends gave us some irises, and then we've got more irises from our friends Andrew and Trudy. And so Trudy was very kind and reminded me that irises don't like to be really deep, otherwise they won't flower. So I'm digging up the ones from the back and bringing those out and replanting them, and then digging the ones up I did put in that were incorrectly put in, so that hopefully they'll flower as well. And then when it comes springtime, or whatever time it is here in Bendigo, this will be an iris garden, as well as there'll be tulips, there'll be irises, and then there'll be poppies. But right now it's going to be a hodgepodge until I guess we just decide what we like and where we like it and where we don't like it.
It looks like we've got bulbs coming up too.
Yeah, I think the bulbs are already starting. So we've got...
Oh, there's one right near your foot.
There's one right there.
Other foot, you're standing on it.
Yeah.
Remove that foot there.
Ah, right, okay.
Yep.
Well, I think it's all going to be intermixed.
It is going to be an interesting scenario.
I
to
mean,
see.
I think it'll be quite pretty.
Yeah.
Anyway, but we'll just see how it goes.
So we've got one coming up just here.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
It didn't take very long, actually.
No, I'm actually surprised at how quickly it's come up, but
yeah,
it's pretty cool. We'll just have to somehow fence off part of the garden so people don't walk through it now.
Yes. Well, if we leave that gate open, I think that's a better idea.
Yeah.
We'll just leave the front gate open.
Yeah. Unfortunately, our gates are a little bit spongy at the best of times. But we have planted a number of pieces into the garden. We've got a weed desperately, but it's been raining so much that we haven't been out, and then you see this. But the flowers are going on the roses, which is great.
Yeah. Well, I've got all those iris there Trudy gave me, and they're supposed to be really tall, beautiful ones. So I'm kind of debating, because they may blow over in the wind, I'm debating on putting them kind of in the back there so they've got something to prop up against, maybe.
And they'll still get full sun. Yeah, that's a good idea.
So kind of in the back row there.
But you've put peony poppies there as well?
Yeah, but those won't come up until the summer.
Okay.
So they're actually, see all those little bits right there?
Yeah, I'm wondering if that's the little seedlings.
Actually, those might be some of the peony poppies there.
Yeah. In amongst the weeds.
Yeah.
That we haven't taken out yet. But we'll get that.
But I threw a handful in and just figured we'd transplant the ones that did really well.
Yeah. Survival of the fittest.
Survival of the fittest. That's how this garden's going to roll right now.
That's how all our gardens are going to roll, I think. See what happens. So we went on Facebook Marketplace. Well, Branden went on Facebook Marketplace because he's kind of addicted to it, and found this awesome fabric, which is green and purple and gold. So I washed it last night, and it's been out on the line, so it's still wet. But it needed a wash because it stunk, and clearly a lot of the colour, kind of original colour, came out of it. It was really stiff as well, but it may need another wash, and when it gets that wash, or it stays here and just breathes for a little bit, then I'm going to make it into some cushion covers for our banquette. So it'll probably be a layer of this fabric on one side and then some other fabric on the other side, but this should be a nice little feature cushion throughout the house. There's plenty of fabric. I might be able to make a few pieces, but we'll see.